Okay, thank you for having you on this channel this morning.
Thank you so much. You are welcome.
Please, viewers, if this is your first time of coming to across this video, subscribe on your notifications. Mr. Raf, one would say that after IBP have come to reveal many secrets that the Fulanis and the Yorubas have been holding against the Igbos by portraying to the world that Igbos are the one that planned the coup. IBP have come and said that Igbos are not the one that planned the coup. Don't you think that the federal government is supposed to have released Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because these are the reasons why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out to fight for the Igbos, for them to go, if they don't allow them to go near to the corridors of power?
Yes, it's obvious that a revelation by IBB, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, the then military head of state of Nigeria from August 1985 to June 12, 1993. Actually, it was obvious that the sufferings of the Igbos, the marginalization, the subjugation, the exploitation the Igbos are going through today in Nigeria is as a result of 1966 coup. The Fulani man, the Hausa man, the Yoruba man, the Gbare man, the Kanuri man, the Nupe man, over the years turned their back on the Igbos. Idoma man, Igala man, even forgot the fact that they are brothers to Igbos. Idoma and the Gala, I said it, go and read history. They are closer brothers, the same ancestral background with the Igbos. All these tribes, they turned their back on Igbos because of 1966 coup. The Igbos began to go through this bitter ordeal for almost 59 years now. 1966 to 2025 is 59 years. Almost 60 years, the Igbos were subjected to unnecessary hardship. The Igbos were subjected to unnecessary deprivation simply because of false allegation, unjustified allegation by some persons from Sahel countries, aligning together with the Yorubas that the Igbos were the one orchestrated the coup of 1966. Oga, from the horse's mouth, we have had it in 1986 when Obasanjo wrote his book, my friend Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogu. We read it, often and often, we read it, day by day, we read it, we actually digested it, assimilated it into being that the coup of 1966 was a coup of all Nigerians. Listen and listen, people think that IBB's book was the only book that actually vindicated the Igbos, the only book that actually exonerated the Igbos. No! There are many books actually vindicated the Igbos in that regard. Frederick Forsyth, the making of an African legend. Frederick Forsyth, my friend Emeka Chukwu Emeka. These are books written by a British writer, Frederick Forsyth. He actually streamlined how the coup was executed. It was a coup of young military officers led by Colonel Ifajuna, announced by an outspoken Nigerian military officer, Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogu, who lived all his life in Kaduna. He could not even speak Igbo, 45%. Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogu spoke Hausa. He led the coup. And when after this coup, Yoruba started suffering from diarrhea. Hausa man started suffering from, convulsion. Fulani man started suffering from madness, that it was Igbo man's coup. That was how they began to be treating Igbo, sidelining Igbo, denying Igbo all the political gains. Still, they are not satisfied. After the war, from 67 to 69, they deceive us into what? Going into truce. We went into truce. Finally, Ojukwu bowed out. They said nobody was defeated. Nobody at least gained victory. No conqueror. No conqueror today. No conqueror from 1970 till date. And we are still fighting Igbo man in your mind. You said that the war has finished and you are still fighting Igbos in Lagos. You said the war has finished. You are still destroying Igbo man's property in Enugu, in Port Harcourt, destroying Igbo man's property in Kanu, destroying Igbo man's property in the whole southwest. Only Lagos, to be very sincere. Yoruba man is not destroying Igbo man's property in Kano State. It is only Lagos, led by Tinubu administration and political dynasty. They don't want Igbo man here. And the Igbo man is the one, the engine house, the powerful engine house of Lagos economy. They don't want you to stay here, they want you to go home. Simple because of the coup of 1966. And today we have actually come to see how many writers, people wrote books and revealed actually the true information of what was highly misguided for over 59 years now. Highly misguided information, leading people into what? Misinformation of what did not happen. And today, IBB has opened up. As IBB has opened up, the only thing that will at least make Igbo man to have an iota of forgiveness over what these people subjected us to for how many years? I'm an Igbo man. Is what? Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go. Let him off the hook of DSS facilities in Abuja. That young man is free. Let nothing happen to that young man. Nothing shall happen to that young man. We don't want some dirty elderly imps, IMPS imps, who are still holding Nnamdi Kanu down after the court has set him free.
Mr. Raf, let me come in. Many people are saying that Igbos leaders are the one holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is not Tinubu that is holding him. The Igbo leaders should go and do the needful the same way Yoruba people went and helped Sunday Igbo.
Thank you so much. Who is the head of the government? The head of the government is Tinubu. That's why the Yoruba people went there. Tinubu allowed Sunday to go. The head of the government is Tinubu. That's why the Igbos went there. The DSS lock up everywhere. They do not allow Igbos to get access to Nnamdi Kanu to release him. See, let me tell you, the name you are calling Tulubu or Tinubu or Tulubu is the one responsible for Nnamdi Kanu's order. Who is Nigerian president today? Is Tinubu from Nando or Aguleri? Is Tinubu a man from Umweri? Tinubu is a man from Southwest, and he has actually vindicated his brother Sunday Igboho because Igboho is Yoruba. Nnamdi Kanu is Igbo. Tinubu would have at least used his own executive power implement Nnamdi Kanu's release. Oga, we are not children anymore. Neither am I a toddler. What is going on there at the Aso Rock? It's all about injustice.
No, I want to balance.
It is all about siphoning money.
I want us to balance this issue because Yoruba, one of Yoruba's son, Omowore, said it that there is agreement between the Yoruba and the Hausa. What they signed that Igbo will not come close to power.
That's
why I said it should not based on this or this thing on only Tinubu alone. It could be maybe the Northern too, the Fulani too, have hand in this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Thank you so much. We have read book, the annual expenditure. We have read the budget, the annual expenditure, how we are going to spend money. Listen, Fulani did not come to Aso Rock. Hausa man did not come to Aso Rock to decide for Tinubu. Because Tinubu is the president, he decided on how much we are going to spend for the year. Much projects to be executed and implemented. The year 2025. And it has come to be the whole books listening on his desk. He has actually gone through it and he went to the house. The house actually, had their own meeting about what he came for. And after that meeting, they actually read the budget. Isn't it? And you see how Igbo land was exempted. Annual expenditure of the year, Igbo constituencies, we did not receive 10 kobo. Oga, what is going on is still the same war of 1967. Oga, what is going on is that actually Tinubu released his brother and leave an Igbo man there. We don't have any other grammar to speak here.
Was it Tinubu that released Sunday Igboho? Oga,
listen, Tinubu released Sunday Igboho. Buhari held him until Buhari finished. 2023, 24 Igboho left. Are we small boys? We are not small children. Igboho left. Nnamdi Kanu was there. Oga Ohaneze or Igbo leaders, what do they have to do? What do they have to give you in Nigeria? Are they Nigerian leaders? Have you ever heard that Igbo man has headed any government in Nigeria recently? Since 1966. When did you hear it last? 59 years ago. What are you saying? The people in charge of power in Nigeria, they are the one holding Nnamdi Kanu captive today. After abducting, kidnapping him from Nairobi, Kenya, brought him into this country. Under Abubakar Malami, the then Attorney General of the Federation, who spoke Hausa and his native vernaculars, abusing Nnamdi Kanu on the faces of camera. And the whole world was watching. A whole Attorney General. In fact, he is not worthy to head ordinary Magistrate Court, Agege, is not qualified as far as I'm concerned. Is a man who is supposed to lose his certificate and pedigree now. If you bring up a legal committee to at least, assess his quality, his certificates, and his competence, I think that Abubakar Malami is not qualified to be a lawyer. Go and do your research. Go through his certificates. You will actually find out that during the time he starts for jump, Malami did not get up to 120. He did not score up to 120. That is the quota system. If we score 360 here, University of Nigeria Suka will allow you to read medicine. If you score 124, Ahmadu Bello University, Kanu State, will allow you to read medicine there. 124. Is it not the same university? When Malami score 115 aggregate, they allow him to go and read. And after reading, this is the result that he has come out for. We allow and celebrate hypocrisy. We allow and celebrate quackery. We allow and they celebrate what? Illiteracy in Nigeria. That's why you are having all these cheap, poor qualities at the office of authority.
Mr. Raf, I want us to digress a little bit. The case that is happening in Rivers State now, where people said that Igbos have joined hands with Fubara to make sure that they bring down Wike and the federal government. The Fulani now are advising, are hearing that Fulani are advising Tinubu now that if he continue taking this direction he want to take, he will allow the Igbos, the Igbos and the Ijaw people to join together, and that will make the Biafra exit more quicker. That Tinubu should do the needful. Should not allow the Igbos to join Biafra to join the Ijaw people to fight this fight. You should just warn Wiki.
Thank you so much. Tinubu should come and stop the Igbos. It's a very good advice from the low mentality stricken houses. That's Fulani. It's a very good advices from the poorly educated Fulanis, the bush dwellers. Okay, Tinubu should go and stop them now. No, it should go now. Now by power. It is not by power. It is a character of thing. It has to do with your behavior. It has to do with what you have upstairs. Who are the Jaws? Who are the Igbos? Who are the Kores? Who are the Yorubas? Who are the Igbos? Is it not what we have upstairs? Okay, Tinubu should go there and stop them. Look at that kind of advices. The Fulani hegemonies over the years actually know that Igbo is the problem they have on Islamization process that is going on across the country. Islamizing Nigeria is going on across the country by the Fulani hegemonies, and the only problem they have on this agenda of Islamization are the Igbos. The Igbos cannot allow them. That's why look at the order they are giving Tinubu to go and stop the Igbos. The Igbos cannot allow them. Yes, the Igbos cannot allow them because we said no to forceful, Islamization.
Do you think it's possible to impeach Fubara for Rivers State?
It is not impossible. Listen, if it is possible, escalation of war in Rivers State is more impossible. If it is impossible, if it is possible, escalation of war in Rivers State is more possible. Because Fubara was supported by Wike to edge out Labour governor, chief, faithful, or candidate who won election in Rivers State. Wike upturned that election, buying many youth corpers who were electoral officers. Have you people forgotten in a haste that many corpers, youth corpers, lost their life because they were being truthful, they were being at least, forced to tender falsified results. They said no. They did not misbehave during the election. They pied them. Today, after forcing Fubara into power, that is the winner. Don't you see that Kama is no longer in India. Kama has come to Rivers State to stay. The law of Kama is playing out in Rivers State. You force Wike force you illegally, Fubara. And today, the same Wike is fighting you back. You people are drawing battle line. That is the law of retribution. That is the law of Kama. It is a nemesis that has caught up with Wike and Fubara. But notwithstanding, the people's choice right now is Fubara, because since you have made him governor of Rivers State, allow him to be. You turn your back on godfatherism. Now you are trying to play godfatherism, a godfather to Wike. In fact, what is going on in Rivers State. We pray it is going to escalate as the Fulanis speculated, so that easily will come Biafra.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fred, for having you. If this is your first time of joining this channel, subscribe to this channel. All your notifications, anything about Biafra, Nigeria, you will definitely get it. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.